Hello, this short video presentation is on solving equations with fractional exponents. All right, we just looked at fractional exponents. Now we're going to solve equations that have them. First thing we want to do, as we've done all year, is isolate the part being raised to the power. So I want to isolate this part right here. And we've done that with radicals, we've done that with absolute values. We want to isolate this. So we're going to add 1 to both sides. And we get -4 times 4 minus 12x raised to the 3/2 equals -2048. Divide by -4, divide by -4, and we get 4 minus 12x raised to the 3/2 equals 512. Now, this is the part that's going to be different. This is the part that's a little, just quite frankly, slightly different. What we want to do is get rid of this exponent. Our power to a power rule, x to the a raised to the b, says we multiply the exponents. And we know that a number times its reciprocal is equal to 1. I mean, this is a fact we learned years ago. 2's cancel, 3's cancel, and we get 1. So what we're going to do is raise both sides to the 2/3 power. Here, we multiply the exponents, they disappear, cancel each other out, and we get 4 minus 12x equals, now we have to find 512 to the 2/3 power. All right, I don't want to waste your time, so I paused the video, but if you break down 512, we have 3 groups of 3. So 512 turns out to be 2 times 2 times 2, or 8. And that gets raised to the 2nd power. So the cube root of 512 is 8, raised to the 2nd power is 64. 4 minus 12x equals 64. Subtract 4, -12x equals 60. Divide by -12, divide by -12, and x is equal to -5. All right? That's it. That's really all there is to it, except for one other thing. So let's look at one more example. Here, we're going to add a little twist. All right, here's our next problem. And trust me, there's something different here. All right, first we're going to add 5. We're going to add 5 to both sides. And we get the opposite of 3x plus 13 raised to the 4/3 equals -256. 256. divide by negative 1, divide by negative 1, and we have 3x plus 13 raised to the 4/3 power equals 256. Then we want to take and raise this to the 3/4 power. Now, let's think about something. If we have x squared equals 16, and we take the square root of both sides, we had to do plus and minus. X equals plus or minus 4. We have to do the same thing here. If the root is even, got to go plus minus, because there's two roots. 256 has a positive and a negative fourth root. Now we need to find the fourth root of 256. All right, the fourth root of 256, we have two groups of 4 equals plus or minus 4. Today in class, I told you that I made a mistake on the video, so instead of taking a screenshot of my mistake, I decided to just go fix it. So this is 3x plus 13 is plus or minus the cube root of 256, all right? I'm sorry, the fourth root of 256 raised to the 3rd power. And I neglected today, when I made the video, to raise that to the 3rd power. So we have 3x plus 13 equals 64, and 3x plus 13 equals negative 64. And now we just do it like always. Minus 13, 3x equals 51, divide by 3, and we have x equals 17. And we subtract 13 minus 13. 3x equals negative 77. And we have negative 77 thirds. We divide by 3 here. All right. Now, just to reiterate, this first example, we were raising it to a power that had a root or a denominator that was odd. So we were taking an odd root. All right? Odd roots only have one root. Cube root of 8 is 2. Even roots, square root or fourth root or any other even root, is going to have a positive and a negative. So that's why we did that. All right. I hope this makes sense to you, and have a great day.